So apparently, I didn't realize this, but the Linux Mint website runs on WordPress. Problem number one. Self-hosted, as you know, with self-hosted WordPress, you got to keep on those patches. They must have missed a patch because a bad guy on the 20th got in to the Mint website and repointed the downloads to their own server in Bulgaria, where they were offering a nicely modified ISO of Linux Mint that had a nice backdoor Trojan in there. The good news is because they encourage you, and I use Linux Mint and I love it, because they encourage you to run against the MD5 to validate the ISO. It was noticed pretty quickly. I doubt they think not many people downloaded it.
2 days, 2 full days. In fact, they discovered it on day one, and they made the announcement, okay, we've fixed this now and everything's fine. And several people in the comment section said, no, you didn't fix it.
No, it's actually not fixed, dude.
Yeah.
And then they went,
we're still down. And so then they took the website completely offline.
Yeah.
But this is... Can I do a shruggy here?
Right.
Yeah. The Tsunami botnet malware was loaded into the disk image. So if you downloaded Linux Mint, you have to be set version 17.3, the Cinnamon edition. That's the desktop that it was on.
On the 20th or the 21st.
On the 20th or the 21st. That's
until just earlier today. Yeah, like 12 hours ago. Yeah.
Don't use it.
The other thing too is, I mean, it's just like the Presbyterian Hospital thing. I mean, it's become a cliche to blame WordPress, but one, I'd like to know how up to date, as you know, the WordPress installation was, and two, what plugins they had installed and whether they were edited, because that's actually the vast majority is out of date plugins for most WordPress exploits. But then three, I mean, what was their web server architecture that getting in through WordPress gave them access to all this other stuff?
Yeah, I would say it probably wasn't WordPress. I think I mean, unless they were running a really out-of-date version, because that's had automatic updates for a while and has gotten a lot better. It probably was something on their server side where they were then able to...
It probably was a WordPress plugin is what I would bet. But the whole point is that should be isolated from where you're hosting all this other stuff anyway. I mean, it's...
Right. Well, that's what I mean.
It shouldn't be that easy to change the link to the download.
And this is why the year of desktop Linux is still next year.
It's not fair, or it's incorrect to be cavalier about security and say like, oh, the government will keep the secure key safe, or this
that's right,
forensic tool will not be leaked. I mean, it's a reminder. I mean, all this stuff is related. Like security is incredibly challenging on the internet, and it's why encryption matters and why encryption is important. And all these stories are in many respects related.